Sanmanani, hello. Dumelang. Goeienaand. Yes, Russia. How do you do it in Russian?
Shit. my bad, the language. Well, it's usually privyet, as in hello.
Privyet.
Yeah, privyet, normal hello, or skrasvitya, as in
Say it. What? Say it.
skrasvitya. It's more formal.
Skrazvitya.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome to another episode of Ruggaboyz. I am your humble and gracious host for today. And today's episode, I got my guest sitting right next to me, all the way from Russia. His name is Spy Ndlovu. On the field, he's known by Spy. Yeah, number 10. What's up, dog?
Easy.
Mnandi, mnganam.
Nah, ngikran mfana.
You know, I mean, before Sfige Rush, abantu bazinto now. Just take us back to primary school days. You know, we want to find out when did specifically in rugby cross paths. So just like take us back to your early days growing up. I think you grew up at Dundee, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like let's go back there.
Ish. Well, with me, I come from a very small family with very young parents. Actually, my mother and my father had me when they were still young. So ukuzalwa kwami, my parents were not together anymore. I think when I was born, my dad was turning 17 and my mom was turning 16 at that time. So with that playing a big part, I would spend most of my years between the families.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 years on my dad's side, 2 years on my mom's side. So with the schools also, I was in and out of Joburg. My mom used to stay in Joburg. She was settled there. So I would go to Joburg, stay with my mom, play a lot of soccer with especially my uncles from my mom's side. They were playing professional soccer. And then from my dad's side.
Shit.
Yeah. So with my dad's side, not much was actually going on. Besides my dad being a teacher and running a couple of businesses on the side, yabo. And then so with going to the schools, I went to Glencoe Primary first before anything else. After I came back from Joburg, that's when I was introduced to rugby by one of my close friends, Brendan.
So when do you go to Glencoe Primary?
At Glencoe Primary, I think I was going for grade 5.
This is what year?
2004.
2004.
Yeah, 2004. But the tricky thing
I
there...
had just left.
Yeah, you just left. The tricky thing there is that I was a grade higher than my age.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I went into school earlier. So my peers that were my age were a grade lower. So even when I went and I got introduced to rugby, when I didn't know anything about rugby, I was playing with guys
Older than you?
No, in the lower grade. I didn't play with the older guys.
Oh, okay.
I played in the lower grade. I played with under 11 when I was supposed to be with the under 12 guys.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
So yeah, that's how it happened. And funny enough, I was a bit taller than the other guys, chubby also. So
Yeah.
the first thing who coach did, Mr. Van Rooyen, I think you know him. The first thing he did when he saw me and he heard that I knew rugby, he knew I couldn't pass, I couldn't do anything. It's just like, nah, go play lock.
Because you're taller than
yeah,
everyone.
I'm taller than the other guys and I can't pass the ball. I'm a bit chubby. So it's like, nah, go play number 4 or 5 lock. You'll see. They're going to throw you up. You're going to jump and get the ball.
Yeah.
And then from there...
Ironically, Mr. Van Rooyen put me at wing.
Yeah, whoa.
When I first played rugby. And I ended up as a lock.
Yeah, bro. So how that happened with me being not so familiar with the sport, I was quicker than the other guys. Funny enough, as chubby as I was quicker than the other guys because I was playing a lot of soccer. And with soccer, I used to be a wing or a striker. So I was quicker than the other guys. When they put me in, I would score a lot of tries just getting the ball and running around. You know primary school rugby, you just get the ball and you run around.
Yeah, if you're faster than everyone,
then you're moving, yeah.
Great decision, I'm a child, 12.
Yeah, so they took me. The following year, I went to Dundee Junior because it was closer to home. My dad was in Dundee, so the following year I went to Dundee Junior and I got there. Nakona, the very same story. I wasn't that much into rugby. I was playing soccer because I would take a soccer ball to school with me and would play during my break times.
Why you move at Glencoe Primary at Dundee?
My dad wanted me to move. My dad is from Dundee.
Oh,
so
okay.
I went to Glencoe Primary because I couldn't find space at Dundee.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the following year I got a space and then I went. And then I was still younger than the other guys. I mean, I was in grade 6 and I was only 11.
Yeah.
And we played... I was 10 turning 11 in grade 6, where you're supposed to be 11 turning 12. So I played with those guys, Lala Nabi Soka, Groundini. With that going on, so one of the coaches there, I think it was Mr. Duplessis at that time. One of the guys was in the army. He was very strict at the school.
Yeah.
He saw me playing and he saw me running. Because we play with the white guys. I mean, there was that thing, go to the white guys versus the black guys. You always used to have that at schools. So this time, when we play against those guys, because it's banging ground,
Yeah, all whites versus
all whites versus all blacks. That's what we used to do. So when they get the ball, because they can't kick the soccer ball properly, they would rather pick it up and play against us as a rugby.
Yeah.
When we catch them, we put it down and we kick it around. So this one time, I think it was Hannes Mayer or something, that kid. I can't remember his name. He was older than me. Forgive me for calling him a kid. He kicked the ball and it came straight to my hands. Instead of me kicking it around, I just ran around those guys. And he was one of the quickest guys in the school.
Oh, shit.
I ran around them and I went to go score the try the other side. And then they asked us to start playing open gates.
Yeah.
When we played open gates, the teacher on duty on the field was actually watching, and he was the first team coach at the school. And he told me to come on, because it was a Friday, he told me to come on the Monday to rugby training. He wants to see me play rugby.
Yeah.
I told him, I'm not very good in rugby. And he's like, nah, I'll teach you. We get guys that come to the army and they don't know anything about holding a gun, but then they become the most vicious snipers you can find in the world. And then I was like, okay, no, that's not a problem. And luckily that guy was my registered teacher at school. So whenever we have, that's how my name came about, to Spy.
Spy.
Yeah, Spy. That's how my name came about. Whenever we have like life orientation orals and what you want to do after school or anything, I was so inspired by him and his discipline. I wanted to be in the army, but I didn't just want to be in the military force. I wanted to be a special force. So he started calling me a spy. You a spy, you a spy.
Agent.
Yeah,
Agent.
you an agent. And when we play on the rugby field, he starts calling me spy, and then that would actually move me and it give me motivation, and that's how it came about. I started playing wing when I played, because at that time he put me straight in the first team because I was quicker than the other guys in the school. Put me straight in the first team.
How old are you? 11 here?
I'm 11, playing with guys who are 13 years, 14 years, some of them, 12, 13. So he puts me straight in the first team. I'm starting, and the first game I play, I fractured my elbow.
What?
Just
was
like
it
that.
a bounce or?
No. I tried putting in a tackle. So one of the big guys ran at me. We were playing against Lichbrun Primary from Ermelo.
From
Yeah,
Ermelo.
they came through for a warm-up game before the season started. I tried tackling one of the big guys, and I fell right on my back, and I hit my elbow on the ground. I fractured it. Straight after that, I told myself, nah, this rugby thing, I'm giving it a go. I'm letting it go. For 4 weeks, because it was before the holidays, and then after that the season starts. I didn't go on tour. I missed out on the tour, because on the holidays we go on tour. I missed out on the tour, and then after that he actually came straight to my house and he told my dad that he wants me to come play rugby. He sees a lot of potential in me. I'm very thankful for that guy, because I wouldn't be where I am today. He told my dad that he sees a lot of potential in me. Me getting injured was just a minor thing, because I want to be in the army after that. I need to get used to these things. So just getting injured on the rugby field is nothing. There's still going to be more things to come across. And then I went back to training. I was forced. They actually told my dad that they're going to give me a scholarship in the primary school.
Hey, they used to do that.
Yeah. They're like, nah, we're giving him a scholarship, but for him to study for free. So now this was a way for them to get under my dad's skin. You're not going to pay anything at school. We just want him to play rugby. And my dad is like, nah, go play this rugby of yours. You can't not.
Saving me money, kid.
Saving me money, kid. So, yeah, I played rugby. From primary school, I started getting scholarships. And then after my grade 7 year, I went back to Joburg. Because it was like a 2-year period. Now, the 2 years is finished. I need to go back to Joburg and stay with my mom. Because it was 2 years with my dad, 2 years with my mom, 2 years with my
so
dad.
that was going to be the plan. So
Yeah.
you were going to chop and change
that
schools.
That was going to be the plan for the whole time up until I finished school, because that's how it was from grade 1.
Yeah.
Grade 1, grade 2, I was at Biggersburg. Grade 3, grade 4, I was in Joburg. Grade 4, grade 5, grade 6, I was back in KZN. And then they gave me the scholarship, and then I carried on with grade 7 and Dundee Junior also. And then after that, we got coached by Mr. Stephen Brown. And then when he offered me...
This is like, were you doing grade
7 now, yeah. I've played Natal already for...
Oh, you've already got your colours.
I got my colours when I was 11 for under 12s.
Under 12s.
Yeah, and then I got my colours again when I was 12
For under 13.
for under 13s. But now I'm not 13 when I'm in primary school. Now I'm going to high school when I'm 13. And then I had to go back to Joburg. When I got back to Joburg, now it transits again.
So
in
which
Joburg,
high school do you go to
I
now
go to
in
St.
the-
Martin's. There's
Okay.
like a private Catholic school in Joburg, St. Martin's. They're not very big in rugby,
Yeah.
but that's where I went. And lucky enough, the teacher that was coaching the rugby, Wangtanda from the word go, because I was all passionate about my rugby. I mean, I just came from playing Craven Week under 13s. And
Back to back.
yeah, now I'm here, and now I'm so passionate about rugby. This is what I want to do.
Yeah.
Now this is
You've
what
seen that.
I've seen that I can actually go somewhere. And all of a sudden now I have to start all over again. They're playing cricket, they're playing soccer, they're playing hockey. The rugby that they have is touch rugby. They're only playing proper rugby later in the year.
Yeah.
And that coach was like, nah, we're not playing proper rugby. We don't have the numbers at the school. He takes me to King Edward School. Takes me to Cares. I play a bit of. I went for trials at Cares for a while. They didn't take me at Cares. I was like, it's whatever.
Yeah.
Went back to my school, played a bit of rugby there. And when I was 13, now I'm in high school, I'm 13. The guys want me to play for the under 16s.
At that school.
At that school. That's how they were not that good in their rugby.
Yeah.
So being 13, now I have to go play for the under 16s. I played for the under 16s the whole season. Actually, I played a few games because I played with under 15s. I never played under 14s. I was 13. I never played under 14s. When I was 14, I never played under 14s. I played 2 years at St. Martin's.
16.
Yeah, I played under 16 that one season, and then unfortunately my mom lost a job, so she couldn't carry on paying my school fees because it was a private school. She couldn't carry on paying my school fees, and I was sent away from that school.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and then I spent, because with the private schools, they have 3 terms. They don't have 4 terms like the normal government schools. They have 3 terms. So I was sent away at the end of the 2nd term.
Oh, so you couldn't
I
finish your
couldn't
year.
finish my year. And then with that, my mom convinced me. She's like, nah, it's all right because you are a year ahead of your peers, actually. So you're going to look for another school and you're going to go repeat grade 8 at another school. I went and I repeated grade 8 at another school. Luckily,
Which is where now?
Mondio High.
Okay.
Mondio in Joburg, south side of Joburg.
Yeah.
It was very corrupt at that time.
Like if
Yeah, it was a very corrupt school. Not in a academically they're very good, but the students, man. I mean, you get your people from Soweto, you get your people from El Dorado Park, Amakalati.
Aldo's away.
You know, when you're talking about the South, Jay,
Yeah.
the South is always. When you're from
Dirty,
the South, you're
dog.
always dirty South.
It's the hood.
Yeah, well, and that time I was staying at Winchester Hills, and then we from at the burbs, and then we moved. So I was like, Soweto.
Yeah.
I got to Soweto. I also got corrupt myself.
So
Like-
this is like, hey dog, you've been so removed from,
Yeah.
from all these
Yeah.
environments
Yeah, but
that were like,
now I'm back in the hood. Yeah, boy, I'm back in the proper hood, and I'm like, this life. Okay, now I forget about my rugby. I'm playing soccer. Chilling with the O's. They're smoking weed. Luckily, I didn't jump into that life. They're smoking weed. They're drinking, and now my body, as I said, I was taller than the other guys and I was bigger. So even the guys I'm chilling with, are guys that are older than me who don't even know my real age.
yeah.
So I'm chilling with older guys than me, and I want to be up there. Ngibambe standards saselokishini nami. It's the first time in Soweto, and this is what I want. This is who I want to be now. So we move around. We doing graffiti on trains. We doing all this stuff.
So now you part of a young gang of teenagers.
In a way, yeah, a gang of teenagers that are just up to no good. Guys, they Amunye wife when they JP boy Z, but he was not into sports also. He was just nje. He's a dancer, business, and then we got arrested.
Shit.
This one time we actually got arrested. Sasamba.
What happened?
We went to a park station. We'd go to a park station because we were busy with the graffiti and all the stuff. We'd go to a park station on a Friday night. Something like last train. Take last train, go to a park station. Mase ivalile, thina sithi soxini itimela. So the guy owayemdala kithi udread igama lakhe. I don't know if he's still around in the arts world.
Yeah.
But wayenike security mali because he wants to go do his shit on the train. No, Dreader was here. Yabo.
Yeah.
So he's painting his stuff. So now Tina sifunda kuye. And this one time there was another security wayimusha. Mayemnike imali uDreader thina siyahamba. So asile ukuyoclean itimela.
You're going to tag.
Yeah,
right?
siyotega nje grand. Yeah, it used to be called tagging. Masiyotega, this guy calls the cops.
The same guy that
Yeah, the same guy
that you
that
just
umkhokhela
paid
imali.
money.
Yeah, umkhokhela imali. Sambe sethi sabhizi siyothenga basifika lapha ya. Nah, ndafika amaphoyisa. A bag that I had with me yayinensango kaDred. I think it was close to I can't really estimate, but it was close to a gram. No,
Yeah.
not a gram, a kg. Damn. He had a lot of weed. Because that guy, why pilu brasta?
Yeah.
Why pilu brasta? Like in
Who
pilu,
walks around with a whole kg of weed, dog?
why pilu brasta? Some of which he used to sell. He used to sell. Yeah. So he used to sell some and he
That
smoked
makes
some.
sense.
So yeah, okay. And there was also illegal weapon in the bag. Naleso sikhathi leso. Uyabo?
But I understand. I could, it makes sense. I mean, you guys are moving.
Yeah.
In the dark of night. I mean,
We in Joburg.
you need
we need to protect ourselves. Yeah.
and
There was
just
about
in
five
case.
of us. There was about 5 of us. Masifika lapha, mayifika amaphoyisa ayasearcha. They find this bag and nobody's taking ownership of it. Asithathe sonke. It's a Friday night. So hlale stoksini Friday, Saturday,
Edladleni,
Sunday.
bazi ukuthi-
Bazi ukuthi I'm chilling with my friends.
Yeah.
No, they were cool like that. My mom was very cool. She wanted me to live the life and enjoy me as being a teen. My mom, like I said at the beginning of the podcast, my mom was very young.
Yeah.
So she was a young mom and she knows what's going on around in So she wanted me to live like all the other kids live. Akafunanga
Limit.
ukungivalela
Yeah.
because at the end of the day, izongimosha leyo nto mase ngimdala. If I start these things ngimdala, it's gonna ruin me.
Yeah,
Yabo?
yeah.
So she let me live, but not to that limit. Okay, now I was actually messing up. Yeah, but like I wasn't into sports anymore. And then I had left rugby, I had left soccer, I left boxing, yonke le nto le, yabo. And then basibamba with all this merchandise. They took us in Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Nobody's taking ownership of this. But itholakale kuthini?
Amongst all of you.
Amongst all of
No
us.
one snitching.
Yeah, it's not, and ayikho phakathi we train, it's in the buckets esiyisebenzisayo. So eyethu, if zifike nathi lezi zinto lezi. And no one's going to snitch. You snitch, only rats snitch.
Hey,
and
dog.
there's no rat take us.
Wait, before we carry on with the story, I don't want to incriminate you. Was the matter resolved?
It was.
Okay, let's move on.
Utred actually took ownership of everything because he knew that we were minors
Yeah.
and he's going to mess up our future. So he took ownership of everything
Hey.
and then we went out.
Shout out to Tred.
Yeah, bro.
Shout out to
He
Tred.
did the real things there. And then from there on, Stephen Brown that was coaching me in primary school. Huh? No, we were just, him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he stayed.
He
stayed. I think he stayed for like 6 months or something.
Shit.
Yeah, he was in.
When he came out, did he?
No, he was proper. He knew
he
that
was
we
cool.
were minors. I mean, we was just his boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was still teaching us when zonke lezi zinto lezi. We were just his boys. So after that,
Yeah,
it's a lot.
That's a stand-up
6
guy,
months is a
dog.
lot.
Like,
6
you know,
months is
like
a lot.
someone else would let a lighty take that fall. for them.
take that fall for him. No, he went through for us. So with that going on at the school that I was at, because I had to come back because we were there for a week. And then before Utrecht took ownership and he's like, nah, boys, you guys need to go out. So when I went back to the school, they're like, nah, we can't have you come back. After that, Masplet and Junior, they gave me.
They knew now.
Yeah, Bangshango no return. Like, nah, I think back then. They're like, nah, no return.
Hey, no return.
Yeah.
Sharp now.
Yeah, well, so at that time, Stephen Brown, the guy that was coaching me in primary school my last year, he reached out. My mom reached out to him actually, and then he was like, "Nah, I'm still coaching SRL. We need to get this boy into a boarding school." And then that's when I went to SRL. Ngahlale hostel. 2009, I came through. Ngahlale hostel. I was in grade 9. Luckily, I missed initiation.
So Pigavelu.
Yeah, ngifika
So
vele
senior, yeah.
sengizobhosa nje vele. It's straight after my grade 8.
Yeah.
I missed initiation. Grade 9, I played under 15s. The following year, Mr. Wilkinson had so much faith in me. He
Yeah.
put me straight into the first team. You know, now it's
So
not
you're
that
doing
easy.
grade 10 now.
In grade 10, he put me straight into the first team. Starting. Like, they were...
That's jumping the queue, my nigga.
Yeah, I jumped.
There's niggas that
I
who are not
properly jumped.
happy about that.
And at that time, he was playing. No, Venant, I think you know him, Venant Ackerman. He was a log.
That's my life,
Yeah,
team.
he was playing fullback for first team the year I got there under 15s. And the following year, they moved him to play lock, and I went into the starting position for first.
That's how Wynand ended up
Yeah,
playing.
that's how Wynand ended up at lock.
Yo, that's my light since primary school.
Yeah,
man.
Mr. Wilkinson put me straight to first team starting 15. And I was the number 15 for the first team. And we played the whole year.
So now, how's your first game? Because, like in the first game in the first team,
It was,
it's a different feeling.
I cried, bro. I cried. We lost the game. We played against Westville.
Yeah.
We played against
Home game or away?
Home game. Westville came. They brought their whole school there.
Yeah.
They brought everyone, and they actually smashed us all. Let's call it from under 14s up until first team. They smashed us properly. They still had those big names: Duncan Campbell, Kaya Machola, Ontando, Brendan Beckerbeck. They had a lot of big names in their team, and we played against them. Most of those guys played Craven Week even that year in the AC schools or something. And we played against them. Oh, Mr. Wilkinson, when he's been, bro. I mean, you know him.
Yeah, I know.
He would
actually, I saw him the other day when I was working out.
Yeah, he would challenge anyone. I mean, I think when you guys still played, what challenging Michael House?
Dog.
Then you put you guys in the deep end.
No. I think that was a year after us.
Yeah.
Yeah, but my year, our team was, on paper it was good, but we didn't have a good season.
On the field, yeah.
Yeah, but pre-season started off well, but the rest of the season,
it was a horror.
Yeah.
So that guy, man, he had a lot of faith in his guys. Straight away for our pre-season game, before anything else, we went and called Westville, told him, you guys say you're biggest dogs in Durban, come to Saro and let's show you who we are. Hey, those guys smashed us. From under 14s up until first team, whitewash, they beat all of us.
What was the score in the first team?
First team, it was 34-20. It wasn't that bad.
Nah, that's not bad. That's not a thrashing.
Yeah.
Like.
But they beat the whole school.
Yeah.
You know, when the first team loses, everybody else, even though the whole school loses, when you first team, then hooray. We all lost.
That's what we came for.
Yeah, we all lost, bro. We all lost. And then after that, we...
But how was the season, though?
The season was good. The season, I think, as a fullback, I never dropped a ball, high ball. I never dropped any ball that whole year. First time playing
after
fullback.
having not been playing any rugby for...
that 2008 I didn't play any rugby. I came and played under 15s 2009. Now I came in the middle of the year, and then the following year, then we started playing. And then I played the whole season. It was great. I got most improved player of the year. And then after that, I never looked back because I was supposed to go for Craven Week trials. Grand Como trials on 16s. I went. I didn't make it. And then with Wilkie getting under his skin, it still tells you you're the best in the province.
Obvious.
So don't worry about not making KZN. You're still going to play Northern Natal and all of that. I played. The following year, I made Academy Week, KZN. Made Academy Week the following year, and I was captain. In matric, I was captain for KZN.
Oh, when you were doing matric?
Yeah, in my matric year, I was captain. I was deputy head at school, head boy hostel, and I was vice captain for the first team. And then we played Ama Sevens also. In Sevens, we were first in the province. Yeah.
I remember. I think you played at the tournament.
Yeah, Champions of Champions. We came here and then we went to Champions of Champions in Pretoria. We were first in the province. We beat all the schools in the province. And then in the country, we became number 8. Which is a very big thing for our school. So that's where my rugby just took off. Yeah, took off properly. Because after that, I got a academy bursary here at the Sharks Academy. And I came and I played at the Sharks Academy. I didn't make under 19s. And
sorry, dog. I'm thinking, what a contrast of events. Here you were, at Jozi, and your life seemed like
nothing was going to happen. It was a gangster.
You found yourself in a stock scene. Shit like that. And here you are, you're just making this a return and bouncing back
properly
to the person that you were as a lighty.
But so it all came through with the passion. I think being in a supporting school put me back with the discipline and all of that. Having good peers around you. I think Nalente Young Tata as Young Fagestok was the friends that I had around me. I was very easily influenced. Those young teen years, you're very easily influenced. And then having to come back from that and having guys that are actually going to back you for what you're good at and push you to become the best that you are in your own abilities is a very good blessing. So I'm very grateful for Mr. Brown, for actually bringing me back to SRL. and having to push me. Because after that, I went straight to the Sharks. I played at the academy. I didn't make under 19s and under 21s the following year. But my final year there at the academy, I made under 21s. I played for the Sharks under 21s, the Curry Cup. And then after that, I got a senior Curry Cup contract for the Border Bulldogs. And then it shot.
That's when you...
Yeah. Hey, it shot.
I remember your days in club rugby, dog.
Yeah. I was playing for Jaguars.
Yo!
Yeah.
Hey, the Jaguars team.
Yeah. And then we
I think
went...
it was 2016.
14, 15, yeah. Because 2015, we won the league and we got Jaguars promoted back to the Premier League. And then after that, that's where we got our contracts. Most of the guys left the club.
Yeah.
And then I went to Eastern Cape and I played for Border. While still there, I got an offer to come play for the Leopards also. But I couldn't leave Border with some reasons from the coaches that didn't want me to leave at that time. So I stayed at Border, and the following year I played again. I also played the Varsity Shield for Ewusu.
One quick question, since we're speaking about Border.
Yeah.
Tell me about your experience. I mean, playing,
A board.
Yeah. in a union like a board.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, having being at the setups at the setup,
Sharks
like
and stuff. Yeah. It was very tough for me because I had a lot of words coming around. Uguti, at most times I'm not playing. There was a lot of tribalism going on. Me being Umzulu, coming from Natal and going to play rugby Eastern Cape, where a lot of people from the Eastern Cape take rugby to heart.
Yeah, I know.
And
they're
now,
very passionate down there.
And now I'm there in the Eastern Cape playing rugby, which now is not just for fun; it's a job. So they'll be like,
there's money.
Yeah, there's money involved. They'll be like, "Hayi, lo Mzulu akadlali ngani rugby ngakubo. Awekho yini ama team ngakubo engadlala khona." We understand. So there's a lot of that. So most times I wouldn't be able to play. Not taking away any credit from the guy who was playing ahead of me. He was a senior, Oliver, a very good guy. He's now also playing in Russia.
Yeah.
Oliver Zon, a very, very good guy. Yeah, well, we gave each other competition, healthy competition, whereas you wouldn't know who to choose between me or him. Yeah, well, but he got more game time than me at that time. Yeah, well, they were very fond of him, and he is from that union. He grew up there.
But Spy, you're not just a fullback.
I'm a fly off.
Like I'll call you. I can. You attend.
I'm a fly off. Well, born and bred. I mean, you don't just get a fly off. I was born a fly off. That's how I believe. I was born a fly off. Because even in Figasarel, they made me a fullback because Uwelke had just got an older guy who he believed had more experience to actually take that position over. So Waktu Uncle, I don't know if you remember him. Uncle wafika wadlala fly off after Dube. Yeah, so Uncle wadlala fly off. But I mean, I was a fly off from primary school. Everything I was playing fly off, and then. Figure like Sharks, ngidlala eJaguars, but singing fly off. And then the Sharks, when I played also, I was also a fly off fullback. And then when I signed the Deporter, they assigned me as a fly off.
Okay. So now, how does the switch happen? It's okay, now we shift it to fullback.
They shift. They shift me in J and J. Yeah, there's depth. Guti ngoba phela, they will just play you if they see okay, they want you to play, but they don't want to take away their fly off. The only position that you can play next as a fluff is a fullback.
Makes sense.
You understand?
Makes sense.
Then I'll play fullback now and again. But my senior rugby, I've fullback and I junior rugby. Yeah, and then all the time being long fly off up until now, till this day. I've been playing fly off. Yeah.
So I mean, Border. Did you go to Leopards or no?
I went to Leopards. I trained with them, and then I couldn't get my release forms from the board. Bangqaba release.
Abafuna
ukungidlalisa. So I had to go back the Border, and then because it was the first round of the Curry Cup, it was first called Curry Cup qualifiers. Played, and then Masax was Curry Cup. Okay, well, we didn't make it to the Premier Curry Cup. Played first division Curry Cup. I didn't play that season, 2016. Any game because I went to Leopards. Not even on my ice. I was chilling on the stands there with other people. I was watching the game with other people. So frustrating. So frustrating. You don't understand. At some point I felt like, rugby is not for me. But my gut feeling, I still had a contract to push me the following year. So I was like, let me just push and see what happens. And then the following year, I was lucky enough for Uwusu Ingtate, and they're like, the coach at Wusu believed in me so much because he saw me playing club rugby in Eastern Cape. So he knew what I was capable of. So he believed in me so much that he's like, I want you to play Ivasi Shield for Wusu. Ivasi Shield is way before Ikari Cup.
Yeah.
So they'll see what you're capable of and then they'll be able to play you. They have no word to put you out of the game. Must be what you're capable of. I played the first 2 games against the 410 UKZN. We won those games, and then there was a bit of trouble. I can't be first year playing Varsity Shield when I'm 23. I was 23 at that time. I need to be 22, not 23.
How does that politic come
It was
about?
I can't say it's a politic. It was a rule Eyafika Varsity Shield. The year, I was unfortunate, to be honest. It was the year that Varsity Shield iqala ngayo leyo rule leyo kanti mina ngizobuya ngithi ngizodlala Varsity Shield. So I only played 2 games for Iwusu. And we won both those games. And then after that,
I remember those 2 games. You were on fire, my dog.
we lost those games. Okay, well, after we won those games, and then they took away those points. And then Iwusu needed to go back down on the table because we were chilling at number 1.
I remember.
Yeah, and then Iwusu had to go back down on the table.
Let's be honest.
It was bad.
Let's be honest. We
had a fire team.
No one expected.
Yeah, because it was also Wusu's first year in the Varsity
Shield.
We had a fire team. I mean, I'm talking about guys, Big Fish, the guy went and got player of the season the following year with Varsity Shield, whereas he couldn't play 2017. So we had a fire team. Like Wusu was really on fire that time. It was properly on fire. And that's how it happened. And then after the 2017 year.
So now, wait, after you played those 2 games.
And then I went back to airport. And then they put me back to the border setup.
Okay. Do you crack the team still then?
I cracked the team, but now I was on the bench. I wasn't getting time. Like, man count my gaming the whole year. All my games coming in from the bench, I think it was 14 games that I played. It only makes up 180 minutes. 180 minutes. Like, so I didn't get time to play.
Like the whole, like,
if
you count
all my minutes from all these 14 games, they make up 180 minutes. Like, they make up 1 game. So I wasn't getting time. They would put me on the team just to say, but maybe I'll go on last 5 minutes, last 10 minutes, which is close to nothing. And then after that, they told me that they're not going to renew my contract. Hey.
And now, at that point, like, in your mind,
I lost it. To be honest, it was one of the craziest moments in my life. Like, this is
bring the mic closer.
Yeah, it was one of the craziest moments in my life. To be honest, it was at a point where, rugby is what I live for. My mom had passed away a long time ago that time. 2011. 2011 my mom had passed away. So, like, I'm playing rugby to make her proud since ngahambe goli ngiyodlala rugby manje, and this is what I'm doing. And then going forward now, rugby is kicking me in the back. Now I don't have a contract. This is all that I know. Angaze ngisebenzile muntu. Iskele, when I came to the Sharks, I left it halfway because I knew, okay, I'm making it now. I'm playing rugby. And then I've got nothing else to fall back onto. And then, boom, I lost the contract. Now I have to go back home. Ijampile.
I remember back those days, I'd see you on Facebook.
I'd go back home.
But you still didn't give up, because I think that's when you go back to, like, training, and I think you would... I see videos of you hitting the punching bag.
Yeah, I was training. I mean, I went back to boxing that time. I was just training J.
Where does boxing come in?
I used to play in J. I used to train a bit. I'll play a bit of boxing with the guys. I wasn't too serious about it, but I'll play in J. And then I thought, because after that, I got, to be honest, I got depressed. Like, depression is real, bro. You can take it out to the other guys and talk to them about it. If ever they have time, they can hit me up and we can talk about it. If ever they're going through stuff, and I'll tell them about where I come from also. Just something, I don't shy away from that. I like talking about it because I've been to the darkest places. I even tried killing myself 6 times.
Oh.
Yeah, I tried committing suicide 6 times. There's nothing I didn't try. I tried rolling a car. I tried hanging myself. I slit my wrists. I drank pills. There's nothing I didn't try. I think the only thing I didn't try was try shooting myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. But with that, that all kicked in after I lost my job at Eastern Cape.
Yeah. So how do you, I mean, you find yourself in this position where you feel like your life is basically over. How do I
regroup from that?
Yeah. How do you
Okay,
come
well,
out of
let me tell you how that happened first. So, straight after that, I go back home at Dundee. I can't go back to Joburg anymore. I mean, okay, well, there's still my grandmother and my mom's side of the family, but I can't put a burden on them. Hey, so I go back home at Dundee, where ngakhulela khona. They'll understand. Okay, now I'm not saying they won't understand the Joburg, but sonke sesihleli asisibheka ugogo, it doesn't work like that. Ngibuyele ekhaya. It was all fun and games because I went straight back to school. I coach Sarah first team. So I'm still involved in the rugby setup. It doesn't hit in my mind I'm out of the game. So I'm still giving out what I know from the experience that I have from Ikari Cup to the kids that are coming through SRL. So I'm still enjoying my rugby. I'm getting paid. As much as it's not as big as what I was getting paid at Curry Cup, but I'm still getting money. So you understand? I'm getting paid. I'm enjoying, I'm drinking beer, I'm going with the coaches, I'm living the coaching life now.
Yeah.
Gaining weight is crazy.
Yeah.
And then, boom, rugby season iphelile. Now there's no job. What do I do now? Same time, in rugby season, I lose my girlfriend, who I've been with for 6 years. Yabo. So, yonke lento iba ngathi, impilo yama ibheda nomuntu ebengisondelane naye uyahamba. I'm not saying that what's happened, but kwenzeka ngaleso sikhathi sonke. Phela rugby season ngiphelelwa isipana anginamali anginani boom yonke into yami yahlukana. And the pillar that I had engazi ukuthi okay.
When you say you lose her, you mean like
she left.
leaves you?
Yeah, she left. Yeah, she left, dog.
Like juices, dog.
Yeah, no, she left.
Yo.
She left. She went to go study in some other city, but she left.
Did she break up with you?
No.
She just relocated.
Listen, dog, as much as she relocated, we were still together.
Okay.
And then she started getting busy.
Oh, okay.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean when I say she left.
Let's know. I just wanted to know whether you guys broke up.
Yeah, no, we broke up. We broke up. She was like, nah, Kubeka. Yeah, no, not in another country, in another city.
Another city. Yeah, he was still here.
Kubeka nempilo yakho, dog. Nothing so kubeka neyam. That type of thing, yeah. Because we had a big argument about that because there was a big misunderstanding where I got all my facts correct and found out, this person is lying to me, and it hits up with she's cheating.
Yeah.
And Magliwa about that, I'm like, so where does this put up? And she's like, nah.
Yeah.
No, yeah. She's all the way in Pretoria. No, it's in South Africa. It does make sense. And then, so where does this put us? The argument but I know Kobeka nempilo yakho dog.
Yeah, ne. Yo. And
boom, gone, finished, gone, out. You got nowhere else to go.
That's the one time where you need somebody.
Yeah. But I mean, you don't just pick up Mary Jane kabani uzokwazi ukuthi akubambe into zakho my bed.
You need somebody that knows.
Yeah. But the person knew me. I was with that person for 6 years.
No. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
She's the one person.
Yeah, that's the one person I thought could have
held you down at that moment.
But kwenzeka ngalendlela kwenzeka ngayo. I'm a one dude, bro. Umelus. Unfortunately, he passed away. Condolences to him. Big ups to the guy. He's like, nah, my guy, I see that impilo yako is not coming alright. Why should I pray? Yeah, he's like, no, come through. I'll organize you something. Come through to me. Ungahlali is very toxic for you.
Yeah.
Small
town.
That time I'm weighing 107 kgs on the scale. Fat. I'm fat. I'm here. I'm not a fly off anymore.
We prop in a step.
Hey, I'm fat. I'm weighing 107 kgs on the scale. Bear in mind, now I'm 85 kgs. That time I'm weighing.
Hold up. Tiny, there's 5 minutes left. And you here.
Let's go.
go.
It's easy. So I come to Durban, sebenze call center, just to make things short since we don't have time. Sebenze call center, ngasithanda sponsor call center. So ngisebenze retail store, ngisebenze Ruggaboyz. Remember the time I was hitting you up ngifuna ukujima nawe and all that stuff. I started jogging, qala ngisebenza la job shoot. I was putting things up that I'm training. Qala ngitrain and then kwenzeka ukuthi kudlalwa iMari Cup final. Ngahlala noTerra. Yo, big ups. Yeah, big ups to that guy. That guy wangithanda ngisadlala ngisho under 21 the Sharks.
Shout out to Terra, man.
Yeah, shout out to Terra mfethu.
We need you on the podcast. Hit us up.
Mangihlala mfethu noTerra lapha sibuke ama final sikhuluma ngerap and uTerra is like bra labantu kumele ngabe kudlala wena la yakhumbula ukuthi bowunjani ngithi ngiyakhuluma athi hayi sek yekela ukucula overtime ucela uthi athi kimi yekela ukucula in my time la hamba gym ubuye udlala iClub Rugby la next year izokuthatha iTeam la ukuthi khona ufuna ukuthatha give me those words, they stayed in my mind. Angazi kwazi ngoba njani ngashiya i-call center, ngashiya i-retail store, ngaqala ngajima, ngatraina, nga-approachwa itoti athi funa ngizodlala khona the following year. uDonald wangihlanganisela, angizange ngisaya, ngathatha impahla zami ngahamba ngayigoli. Mangifika egoli ngafika ngadlalela i-Raiders, nakhona i-Raiders they don't know me, ngifika nje no name guy. Ngafika ngadlala i-Raiders, ngadlala a few games kwi-second team, they brought me up to the first team squad. I took my videos laba ba recorder ngawafaka ku-YouTube. Kanti luckily Uzola is working with the Sharks now. It was a recruitment at Metallurg College. Uzola fethu, the guy came through properly. Uzola is like, hey guys, there's a team from Russia that's looking for a fly-off.
Oh, he's there in Joburg? Or
No, he's in Pietermaritzburg. I'm in Joburg.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, hey Spy, are you ready? Do you want to go? I'm like, hey mina namanje. I'm living in a bag. Impahla zami ngikempile, impahla zami ihlala esikhwameni, anginje akunani. Just to make things short, wathi Zola na i-team ekufuna, ikhona i-team ekufuna eRussia, so we can make things happen.
They've seen your video. Take
this number, talk to this guy, and then I think I spoke to my coach, Andre. I spoke to my coach on a Wednesday. On the Friday, he told me, we've booked a flight for you. On Sunday, you're flying to Russia. You're coming on a trial base, though. So we still want to see how you are before anything else. I'm like, okay, no, that's not a problem. When I left, I can't say I took all my clothes. I had a bag.
Took whatever you had.
I took everything that I had, and I told myself, Uguti, I'm not coming back to South Africa. Team. I got there, I played my heart out.
Shit.
And today I'm playing in Russia. Last year I got best kicker of the season.
You're playing in the Premier League?
I'm playing in the Premier League. Premier
right?
League in Russia.
Yeah.
I'm playing there, dominating. I got best kicker of the season last year.
Like, you know, when you're this side, and even though we can't read the articles, but like, you know, every now and again there's an article about a Spy, doing this, that in Russia. Yeah.
So everything came through properly, bruh. Everything came through properly. I mean, I was even on buses and stuff. My face was on buses and there.
Yeah, I saw that.
After the first game that I played, 2019 Mangfiga, because we won that game with 21. We played against one of the biggest rivalries, and our team hadn't beaten those guys. I don't know in how many years, and we won 21-12. All those 21 points were off my boot. Yeah, bro. So from there on, I knew Uguti, I need to just keep my foot on the pedal. I can't step back, manj. The par that I've set for myself just needs to keep going up high.
So wait now, Pella, you haven't made the SA team that side. So if Russia says, hey, citizenship,
I'm taking it.
National team.
I'm sorry guys, I'm taking it. Like, looking at how things are, I mean, I'm being honest now. We can't just be thinking and dreaming. I'm turning 27 this year.
Yeah.
None of the SA franchises have actually played me with Super Rugby. None of them. I don't think any of the coaches know about me because I played under 21s and then I went to go play first division Curry Cup. So none of them actually know about me. Okay, Spy or Till. Unless they read the articles that are okay, there's actually a South African flag who's doing things that side. But in Russia, they're actually appreciating me and they want me to be there. And I want to be there. And I see a big opportunity that side. Rather than coming back here, ngizolwela number 10 jersey where I've never seen a black guy. I'm not talking about the colored guys. I've never seen a black guy playing number 10 for South Africa.
True.
It's highly impossible.
True.
Highly,
Even at the professional franchise. Like
yeah,
Sharks,
I mean, Innocent
Unions.
played and they they did him dirty. Where is he now? I mean, he's at the Kings, he's playing, but I think he's going to play for the Kings. But it's hard for us black guys to play number 10 in South Africa. It's very hard. It's a stigma that's going around where they want a specific kind of person playing the number 10 channel.
As long as it's not a black guy. It seems like it.
Yeah, I mean, they say we dance a lot. They just want the simple pass kick.
Catch
If
and
you
pass.
can kick, if you can take and pass. I can take and pass. I can kick. I can kick.
And
better
not just
than
kick,
most. Yeah,
positional kicking.
Yeah,
as well.
positional kicking. I can kick for poles. I tick all the boxes that they want, but.
We don't want to tell on that.
I'm
but
different.
I just wanna get into so now, I mean, Russia, how's life? Like, you know,
life is nice.
how they treating you? Like,
Life is nice.
I mean, I know you were a superstar over there. Like,
I
you get stopped for autographs after the match.
yeah, that happens. But I never put that in mind. I never put that in my head. I just believe that I'm grateful for doing what I love, given a second chance. It's very hard to get guys that get out of the game and still come back into the professional setup and still dominate. I never put it in my mind that I'm a superstar. I'm never a superstar, but I always aim for to be the best. I always aim to be the best. I play every game like it's my last game.
Yeah.
Training, everything. Whenever I go into that field, my mind switches. But I'm a different beast when it goes into the field. I'm a different character. Because even my teammates know. I'll tell him crap and I'll even sway him because of how much I want to win. I value a win so much that it gets so personal even between me and my teammates. But after the game,
Yeah.
it's whatever. We played. Whatever happens.
Michael Jordan mentality.
Whatever happens between the four lines happens between the four lines. After the game, it's after the game. If we win, yes, we take it. Next job. I'm never a person. I think I was drilled with this from Eskoleni. We never used to celebrate ama win kakhulu until we get to the end of the league. I was drilled with that.
I would say you only celebrate if you
Win the league.
know,
I mean, you
no
win.
blemish
Yeah,
on your record.
you win a game. So what? You've won. Then your opponent for next week is watching how you played. You're supposed to be already looking at how you're going to beat that opponent, not using what you used this week. So next job, same time, you celebrate that win for the first few hours after game. But after that, my mind switches to the next game already. Following day, I'm out. If the team is not training, I'm doing my own recovery, and I'm on to the next game. That's how my life is in Russia. In Russia, I'm just out there for a rugby.
You're a full-time athlete.
Yeah, I'm out there for a rugby. Angiphuzi, angenzi lutho. Yonke into emnandi ngiyenza mangibuya ngila ekhaya.
Yeah.
Yonke into ebumnandi ngiyenza mangila ekhaya. Mangihamba ngibuyele emuva, switch yonke impilo yami based on lento engiyoyenza. Ngiyasebenza ngila ngikuyodlala lapha. Because ngiyazi ekhaya babheke mina.
Ish. And now I want to before we close this off, how's the money? I'm sure especially from Mesarila, I know that hear about the legend of the Spy. You know, if I'm out there breaking ankles like he did, if I'm out there looking for pose like he did, SRL, and I'm like, hey, this guy is out in Russia now, you know, and he's making a living.
Yeah,
especially in these times, because like South Africa, kunzima ukuthola span.
Yeah,
you
true,
know?
true.
So I mean, I'm a big advocate for kids taking up sports as a profession.
Yeah,
Especially when it can feed them.
yeah.
So, you know, pay wise.
Yeah, the money is good.
Yeah.
I don't want to lie, the money is good. They meet you. They meet all your needs. They're very supportive, especially when they will take you from another country and bring you as a foreigner. They'll meet all your needs. The money is good. I mean, I would also vouch out for the kids to push out. They can do sport and make it a job, but they mustn't make it about money. I think that's what got
The
me.
pay comes
The pay
after.
comes with the hard work that you put in. Ungafagi i-hard work uthusebenzela imali, because mayisefikile imali, you're not going to work as hard, and that's when you're going to lose your job. Uyabo? Mina, I think that's also what brought me back in. Angizange ngisebenzele imali mangibuya ngithi ngizodlala rugby. I came back to rugby even after my suicide attempts and everything. I came back to rugby because rugby kept me calm and it kept me busy. I came back to rugby because it's something that I had a passion for, and it's something that I felt is what I can live for. Yeah, but outside of everything else, right now I've got a very supportive girlfriend. Like she pushes me.
Wait. Where is she from? Russia?
No, she's South African.
Oh.
No, she's South African. She's South African. A very loving, passionate girlfriend.
Yeah.
Who's supportive. Now she's gonna study medicine now. She's very supportive in what I do. She doesn't mess up with whatever my career has got to come in with.
So basically, you guys are in a long distance relationship.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, but it's working properly. It's very sad every time I need to go back to work and leave her for like a year or something. But it works. I mean, we've made it work. She gets busy with what she needs to get busy with, and I get busy with what I need to get busy with. Because I mean, angela ngamantombazana, angela ngiyodlala eRussia, angele ukuyosebenza. Naye, when she knows what she's doing, at the end of the day, the big outcome of yonke lento siyenza is going to work out big for. I hope and I pray to God that it works properly for us. Ukuthi we can have a proper story to tell our kids. Ukuthi this is how our life came across.
Wow. What a beautiful story, ladies and gentlemen. From all the way from Edandi to Russia now.
Yeah.
You know, we've that's how far we've come. I mean, you're a man of many travels.
Yeah.
You have tons of stories. So some of them, anytime
True.
you know, this is a platform where we can share your experiences.
Definitely.
And we wish you all the best at Russia. Stay killing, stay breaking ankles.
Yeah.
Ciao to Menga.
I'll do that.
If you could just, to that camera, tell people with my follow P, and keep up with you and your Russian expedition.
Yeah, but first of all, we're not general engineer, so I'd like to thank you for this opportunity, having me here. And looking back, I mean, it also gives me motivation to look back on where I came from, especially now in and that's where I want to go back to. Going on forward, now I'm motivated more on what engifuna ukuyenza, because ngiyazazi ngiqhamuka. Ngiyabonga mfethu ngokuthi ungibizelana sikwazi ukuthi sixoxe and share the story of mine. Kakhulu. The guys that want to know more about me and want to follow me, I'm on Instagram, 10_Mashobane. Yeah, I'm on Instagram. Yeah, Facebook, Nkululeko Ndlovu, but I hardly use my Facebook now. I'm more active on Instagram, and if they want to know what's happening in my life, they can send a request and can pop up on the Instagram follow.
Yeah. South Africa, all the way in Russia, since it's just domain as now. GNtv, sizobuka eRussia.
We're moving.
Otherwise, hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share. Shout out to Tiny behind the camera.
Tiny Films.
As always, yes now. Catch us next time. Peace.
Shut.